Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Oakland Raiders. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Sony Michel, his first carry. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go. 49, check 49, check 49.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They're not ready for this. They still playing.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Down. 180. 180. We're good. We're good. 180.
Shotgun now for Carr. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. And Eifert has it. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Let's go, D. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Beast right, Chief.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
80 weapons.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Carr completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
What down? 180.
Let him know, let him know.
Right down.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches' meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Here we go. Mike 5-4, Mike 5.
From the 39, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Murray with a 3rd and long. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. Dallas Goedert, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Carr nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, This unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Kill.
43 is the mic, boy.
Five.
43. Here we go.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
It's going to be a long...
Carr now on first down. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr on the screen. This is Eckler. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 45-yard line. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now a play fake. Carr. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr gets it to Meredith, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now, 185.
Here we go.
Well, Gumbo.
And check 24.
Here is Eckler. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 33-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. second down, Murray sets to throw. Being chased out left. And an alley to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
With the score tied 7-7.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Whip.
Now Michelle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Malone. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down.
Set, ready. Now the wolf. Right 54. Right 54. Lawyer John. Switch. Check 26. Check 26. Alert 3. Alert 3.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Let's get
At the 26-yard line.
Ready. Sunday ending.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Right 54.
They'll turn to Michelle as they go back to the ground. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Ready. 6. Pittsburgh. 6 right there. 56. Night, sweetheart.
Check 9.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. To Michelle on the screen. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started in minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Carr. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. He's going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Looking deep for Hilton. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On play action, now Carr. He'll get this to Eckler. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. On 2nd down, Eckler. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Open man is Kirk, complete. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Let's go.
Gain of 15. 1st down, Cardinals.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Kill. Slam. Shit. Watch safety creeping.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Dancing to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there. You never want to give up a sack. And from the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. Open man there is Malone. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
56. Bring it. Bring it. Hayward. 56. Mike's 56. Now watch run.
Following the penalty, Michel. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Run coverage, excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Murray now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down.
I'm coming out for you. Check 52.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Michel going to try again, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as score. And he fires one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now after the INT, it's Carr. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
On 1st down, Carr. And the catch made by Hilton. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Now. 180. 180. We're good. We're good. 180.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You've got to know as a quarterback that it's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Levante David in on the tackle. From the 24, Murray to Michelle on the dump off. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
A gain of 13 yards. And a Cardinal first down.
Ready? This is Pittsburgh. 56. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Here's Murray from midfield. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Carr going to throw. Complete to Hilton. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Carr now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
Hey, 734.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Tackle made there by Budda Baker.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Carr will try it again on 2nd down. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Sponge, right Monday down. Later
43. Check, 43. Hey, let's get this. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
To throw, it's Carr. This complete to Jones. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Cut. Hey, switch gears.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3rd and 3.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
I'm coming after you. 43 in the mic.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he's got his man Hilton. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, Find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
43 is the mic. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Mike's 43.
Throwing on first down is Carr. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now a toss play to Eckler. And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Austin Eckler, his first touchdown on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
This fielded at the 2. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Cardinals. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Carr. Complete to Jones. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. And a Raider first down.
Carr now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 2nd and 9, Carr. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Right now. 180.
Watch the run, watch the run. 58's the money. 58's the money.
180.
Carr now on first down. Gets it to Meredith, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now. 185.
43. Oh, you got deep? Slam, slam, slam.
We got it.
Draw play, it's Eckler. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Here's Carr. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
A 29-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Let's go, baby. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
We got it. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Wild Bill. Shut up.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And his pass incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Murray on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This is fielded at the 7. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Carr. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
I can't believe they even let you. Hey, Haywood. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Keep playing. 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Switch. Check 4. Okay. 56. Mike, 56.
Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
A give to Michel running right. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Murray. Able to find Isabella. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, Michel. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd and 15 now. Murray, this one caught by Isabella. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. They'll run on first down. Michel about 3 yards there to the 27. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Well, a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he comes back with one complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game. And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Elsewhere across the league, fourth quarter action in Los Angeles. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year.
180.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Carr now on first down. He's got it to Hilton. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll run here with Eckler. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now Carr. Jones has it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
They begin with Michel on the ground. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Second and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
On second down now, Michel. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Cardinals on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And it's Michel once again. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 9. Greystone, Cabot.
Back to throw, Carr. Caught by Jones. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. A really nice knockdown. He gets so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man. Because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Come on, baby.
To throw is Carr. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chris Jones in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Hey. 4 down.
Carr to throw. And the catch made by Hilton. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he's got it. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. The two big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
93. 93. Bravo.
43. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now Carr. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
29. 29.
Tackles. 43 is the mic, boys. 43. Check. 43. He can't hang.
Raider run.
He's not going to get me. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Hey, watch the slant. Mike's 43. Mike.
Hey, wahoo.
He's back to throw. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well.
1st down, Cardinals.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Murray to throw. Open man there is Malone. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And his kick is indeed good. And the Cardinals win it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Arizona, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire